been a minute since I've worked on the Lancer, and I'll do a whole story time on that another time. But in today's video, I'm going to be changing out the AC compressor on this 2002 Mitsubishi Lancer, which is also my very own car, as you've seen in previous videos. And this is the same compressor that you saw in the other video that I did my bench test on. And this is going to be a really straightforward video, very simple to do. It shouldn't take very long to do because I'm doing this just before I have class, and a lot of my repairs are done right before class. Now, if you haven't already, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Check out my channel content for more, as well as my playlist. And don't forget to subscribe. I mean, I don't mind it. Leave a comment. Yeah, okay. Let's get to the car. I mean, yeah, we're going to disassemble the car for like the 200,000th time. Okay, let's get to it. Not only does it need an AC unit, it needs a condenser as well, because this broke off. Looks like a rock hit it. This AC compressor doesn't work, unfortunately. The clutch is not engaging, and that could be a whole skew of things, but after having tested the whole system multiple times, we're just going to replace that compressor that's on the front of the engine. Mine is just the clutch doesn't work, and unfortunately that happens to a lot of compressors. I just want to make sure I tell you these two top bolts here, in case you can't see them. There's one right over there as well. These two are 12. There's two on the bottom that are as well 12. And then right here, holding the compressor fittings on, you want to evacuate the system as well. So when I went to the shop, they'll usually do it for free. They evacuated my AC system. So here's two 12mm bolts holding the compressor and the lines to it. And then we have this wire here that needs to be disconnected, but that'll be disconnected up here. And then the last thing is that the belt needs to come off. There is a 14mm bolt right here. Oops. Should actually. Whoops. Ah, that sucks. There's one more right here. Oh my goodness, that one actually came out. On the top side. Pop that off. Pop this off. Go. I'm gonna lift that out for now. There we go. There we go. Slide that one down. Unbolt the two upper bracket bolts. Shouldn't be too tight. That other hand comes into play because this thing is coming free. And it's out. Just like that. There we go. Let's see if this one works. So we have the pulley that spins freely. Let me add power. Same style. I see the magnetic pickup pulling the clutch in. Let's see here. Okay, we've got power. Look very carefully right there. That just validates it. It still pulls in. The magnet works. You see it moving in? But it's not grabbing. Mine I already filled up with oil. Now I'm going to put the original bolts in. Some compressors come with oil already put into it. I had to put my oil into it. Unfortunately, depending on what your car requires, each compressor is different, so check your manufacturer's specifications for that particular compressor and its oil capacity. Now I'm going to install this on the car. For this hose right here that I got to clean off, I'm going to take the O-ring off. It's one of these universal O-ring kits, and kind of best match which O-ring goes to which one. Looks like this one here. And you want to make sure that these are made for AC units. So it does look like that this one here matches pretty good. Slips on the low pressure side line, just like this. Cover these up ideally because you don't want moisture getting in the system. Unfortunately, we're going to evacuate the system, so there's nothing in it. And since the Freon's not in there, I'm okay with it. You just don't want debris or dirt or anything. That's the main thing. Pick it off. Here's that. Slide it in. It'd be nice if I wasn't working without my jack stands, but I'm not using jack stands to show you that. They came out smooth, they should go in smooth. Now let's go to the top. Now we just gotta get this one lined up. Done. This is the harder one because you can't really see it. And done. These are probably gonna be between like 18, 25 and under 30 foot-pounds. It's very unlikely that I'm gonna see this thing be any more than that. Okay. I'm just using the 1/4-inch ratchet. There we go. And the only reason I'm using the 1/4-inch and not worrying about torquing is because if I could loosen the ones on the top with the 1/4-inch ratchet, these aren't really that tight. New compressor is in. It bolted right in. Take the new clip, hook it right in. Bring back this hose, put it right into place. Make sure that alignment pin goes in correctly. Boom. Grab the holding bolt. Grab the low pressure line. Now bend it. Slide it in. There we go. Trying to look in the camera to see where my socket is, and it's not the easiest thing because working in this confined space, you have to show you the angle, I have to block my angle. Okay, there we are. Now this is just snaking the belt through the system, so I'm not going to hold the camera for that. Bring it up and around the power steering to add tension to the system, but to make sure that it's all seated. So it looks like at the bottom we're still not seated on the AC, so I'm going to pull it over so it seats in the groove. Kind of like Harry Hogg says, you're running too high. You got to get in the groove. Days of Thunder. Just like that. Now I'm going to tighten up that bolt. I know it may be hard to see with the one tensioner from the beginning. I'm going to tighten that up. Now that the belt's tight, you want to at least strum it like a guitar string. Now I'm going to turn the car on and make sure it doesn't squeak. All right, sounds good. You can see the compressor down there is on. I will come back and show you how to recharge your AC system a little later.